going to a card show, but I don't think people are online yet, or I don't see anybody. Yeah, but anyways, if you do watch the replay of this, we are going to a card show, and we're going to look at some singles, and yeah. Yep, there's some stuff that we want to buy. I do want to make actually content while we're there. So basically, you know, can you still invest in Pokemon with a $50 budget? That's something, what? Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. Maybe next time. I guess we'll just... Hey, Major, how's it going? Maybe what we'll do is we'll buy a box there and rip something open. I don't know. But yeah, Major, we're just chatting away. We're going to go to a local card shop, and I'm actually going to make content. So part of the what I'm going to record is like, can you invest in Pokemon with a $50 budget? So, what's up, Trainer Glenn? What's going on? Hawaiian 5-0, hello. I'm driving actually right now, so I shouldn't really be watching chat, but I'll try it. But anyways, there was a topic that I brought up in my private Discord. It's in my Discord, but I have it private with only a few people. I was talking about how, you know, people were talking about black and white, some content creators. This is old though, right? Like, some people were saying it's short printed. It's not short printed at all. It's just, I kind of know why, but I don't want to get into details on it. There's probably only a couple of shops I will talk about where Pokemon is today, where, you know, in terms of printing. But other than that, my assumption is Japanese Inferno X. Oh no, I'm getting a call. By the time we get to Inferno X, I think we will be in a better position for English. So, yeah. I did. She could just text me. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
I'm getting... Oh, there we go. We're live. Sorry, we are back. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Everybody left, but there's two people now. Okay, they're back. So what I was saying, my wife was calling me, so I had to pick it up. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, not going too much. I believe that the printing will be better. I'll put it that way. I'm not saying that it's going to meet demand, but it's going to be much better. So that's very hopeful. We might be lucky. That when the Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, we might get lucky where the printing will be much better there. But for a fact, for sure, Inferno X English, when that comes out, it'll be much better. So, and it kind of sucks because it's going to be later in the year, and it might, you know, I feel like people will be going in and out of the hobby by then, because that's when, after this year, I think the new base set comes out. Most people don't like the base set, but I have a feeling that this base set's going to be really good. And also the 30th anniversary is going to be coming out, so that's another thing that people will be looking forward to. How was your day? My day was pretty good. I actually had to clean out the garage because my new studio is going to be there. So we're remodeling the garage, and that's going to be really good. It's going to help me make more content. I think it's a better environment for me because I'm in the playroom right now. So that's going to turn into my youngest daughter's room, and then I will have the garage. It'll be nice because it'll be insulated. We're going to do the floors, the walls, everything, the whole deal. So it'll be great. And then Kaden, you get to have your room back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, she doesn't have to wake me up.
Yeah, that's true.
I would probably say about.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited with the new studio because I'm going to have an actual content creator desk, which is going to be great. I could actually buy more equipment, put it on there, make it look better. It was just, another bedroom, playroom. So it'll be nice. My couch in the garage, and there's going to be so much more room. And I can be as loud as I want, which is going to be great. So it'll be insulated, soundproof and whatnot. So it's going to look good. I'm going to love it because then I could also hang out there, have people over, actually hang out because it'll be much, much bigger, which is really great. And I'll have a fridge there, put some drinks, yeah. I could just live there. I could just literally just live there, probably. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll do. But how's everybody doing? Fada I am on the road, yes. We're actually going to a local card show and gonna make some content there. I've been making content, I just haven't been uploading at all, which is kind of bad. Ryan, what up? How's it going? The ultimate setup for recording. Yes, because I'll take pictures too, but the way I'm gonna set the camera down angle, I'm gonna have different camera angles, so it'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a long weekend. I'm surprised some of you are here because it's Memorial Weekend. I had to clean out the garage. Pretty much almost done. I have to go through. We have stuff in the garage. We have a bunch of products that's meant for giveaways. Didn't want to. I know I haven't done a live stream giveaway in a long time. It's just because, as I mentioned before, the hobby was just a little too crazy, and I did one stream, so the stream where I did a giveaway, I don't remember what it was. I remember I did a members giveaway for Prismatic, but I think the last one was Terrestrial Festival, and I knew at that point, I was like, when I was doing that, I think I did 2 Terrestrial Festival giveaways. It was back in December. I mentioned that I knew that it was going to be crazy. Stores are going to go crazy. It's going to be really busy. It's going to be nuts. And I was afraid of that. And it did happen. So that's why I haven't done much giveaways. But I feel like we're going to be at a better place. What's that? Where live stream? I know. Well, I'm doing live stream right now. Rolls. I will. I'll start doing it because I feel like Inferno X, when the English version comes out, we're going to be in a better place when it comes to printing. Maybe even Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, but I know for sure Inferno X. So that'd be cool. I will start doing more content. So at Card Party, I'll be doing some, which is coming next month, which is really crazy. Rolls, you better be ready, buddy. That's going to be fun, doing content. I'm probably going to do some content there buy some singles maybe, or whatever, show you all what I'll be buying for the giveaways. That might be interesting, I think. Yo, Double A Pokey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Well, I'm already... Oh, you're ready to help? Well, I mean, you don't have to be my cameraman or anything like that. I mean, you won, so I want you to enjoy it. You don't have to help me. I'll be doing all that myself. But we'll have fun together, Rolls, for sure. But yeah, I'll probably do some interesting content. I'll be probably doing helping Mount Killa. So if you don't know who Mount Killa is, definitely check him out. But I'll be helping him for sure with some content stuff. Caden's not going to be going to the Tampa one, but she will be going to the one in Seattle. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be a family vacation. So my wife's going to be going. I don't think she's going to join the card party though, but who knows? She might. You think she will, Caden? Yeah. We'll see. I guess we'll see. In the future. So that'll be interesting. Helping me is fun. Actually, you being around is fun, so it does help. Especially when we're doing live streams and Rolls, you put in your, you kind of give me some heat, or your jokes are funny, so I always appreciate that. Want me to turn it off? Okay. There you go. I still need it though. It's hot here. Don't have the AC on, so if it's loud, my apologies. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick live update. I might do a stream tonight. I might just do that. That might be fun. What? Well, probably. I mean, like, well, I'm just saying that because how mom doesn't like it when I just stream by myself and you girls are doing stuff and you're making noises and bothering mom all the time. So I probably will do it when you're sleeping. So I might do it tonight, most likely 9 p.m. Pacific time if I am going to. I'll put it in the community post if I'm going to. If you don't hear from me, then I probably won't do it. But
hey, Dad,
what?
I go to bed at night.
You go to bed at 9? Yes, you do. On weekends, not on weekdays though. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I have some products, but mostly Japanese. So I've been collecting a lot of English, that's for sure, right? So I have a lot of English products, but that's, again, if you heard me before, that I'm collecting a lot of these older sets for later streams, because some of you probably remember I said it's going to hold more value, right, for the viewers. So I remember back when I was buying a bunch of like Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, Crown Zenith, Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, Evolving the Skies. I mean, at that time, they were all pretty cheap, right? Like, because there was demand, but there wasn't as much demand as it is today. So I was able to get boxes for around $85 to $90. Right, a booster box, So, and if you look at the cost today, right? Because I remember when Mr. Ditto was around, we opened up a box of, I want to say, Fusion Strike or something. But the point was, I was saying that at the time, nobody cared for it, and we did a giveaway for that, right? No one cared at the time, but look at it now. How much is the booster box? 700, something like that, right? So that was my whole point. Like, I was buying these up, so then they hold value later on. And all of you whose Ditto Rolls, that's it. you're canceled. So hopefully, if anybody remembered me saying that, now it makes sense. So there you go. You're welcome. But yeah, so I have a lot of those in storage at my house, so then I could just because those are the giveaways. Like, I've already bought enough for myself, my personal collection. That's like, put away in a vault, and the ones at home is literally for giveaways. So that'll be fun. I'm pretty darn sure a lot of people would go nuts if I did, a box break of all these guys, right? I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, Rules, you're fired.
Yeah.
She's going to be your new boss because, Kaden and Sadie's taking over the channel.
Y'all better listen to me.
Oh, she said, y'all better listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear her, but that's what she's saying. And I'm going to branch off. I'm going to start my own separate channel. Yes, you'll still see me on this channel, but I'm going to be branching off to do my own channel. More of a adult content. This will stay family friendly, but I'm moving to a more adult kind of content. Nothing crazy, like I mentioned before, but more adult humor, if anything, right? So I'll still be me. A little, slip up of here and there, or whatever, but all for fun though. I don't think I won't be saying anything that'll offend anyone. At least I hope I don't. Typically I am like reserved if I'm doing any social media. I might swear here and there, but other than that, yeah, you're the little boss. Fada's gonna open Weiss now. No, I'm not opening Weiss. I am collecting other TCGs though. That's for sure. I won't say what, but I did my research, and I think I think my purchases are valid. Yeah, based on the data, of course. I was looking at data, and it'll be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be just a short stream. Sorry, I can't read all the comments, but I'm driving. But yeah, it'll be fun. So hopefully y'all have a safe. Well, I got 11 more minutes before we get to our destination. We're gonna buy some good singles, right, Kaden? What are you looking for?
Probably mostly the rainbows and golds.
Rainbows and golds. Okay, fair enough. It's not a bad idea.
So they're going to stop printing golds.
They're still going to print golds. They just have to figure out what they're going to do with the golds. Because eventually, you're right, they might stop it, or they will need to figure out a new way to sell the golds.
Okay, but mostly rainbows.
Rainbows, yeah, rainbows is stopped pretty much. So I don't think. I mean, you're doing it just because you love it, right? Love rainbows, because I don't think.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, they're very pretty. I buy because I love the rainbows and golds. I just think they look amazing. They're very unpopular, so that's okay with me. But I just enjoy it because when I put it under the light, it's really good. Anyways, for me, I'm going to be buying really, really, really low-end cards, like cards that I don't think people care. Well, people don't care about it right now, but I think They will be. They're gonna care about it. They just don't realize it yet. Yeah.
But we do.
But we do. Right. There's a reason why we're buying certain cards right now, because they're so cheap. And people will then realize how much they actually want it. And I believe these cards will go up in price. Speculation, you know. I'm not saying that it's going to, but it probably will. So, what is that? Charizard are very underrated. Yeah, Charizard's a very underrated. Who's Charizard anyways? Who's Charizard?
Charizard.
Mid Pokemon. That's funny. Just like who's Pikachu? Or who's Eevee or Umbreon? Or any of the evolution. Rayquaza. Lugia. Lugia. I don't know. I guess Lugia is popular, but I don't think it's as popular. You know? Arceus, yeah. I think Arceus is up there. Well, at least I love Arceus.
Yeah, I do too. It's a pretty nice book.
By the way, pro tip, I would be buying an Arceus right now if I were y'all. I'm just saying.
Because maybe those wrong printing Arceus.
No. I think in the next people will understand what I'm saying. So Eevee is just a yeah. Hey, Eevee's cute though.
Yeah, Eevee's cute.
I've been actually buying up all the Jungle First Edition Eevee PSA 9s. I mentioned this in my Discord. They're cheap right now. They're like $50, if that. And you know, my thought process of it is that I believe there's only like 3,000 copies of a PSA 9. That's not much, especially if you think about it. If it's a Jungle First Edition, think about in about 10 years from now, and I believe first editions will never go away. Like, as new investors come in, first editions will not go away. I don't think they'll remember, you know, like I'm gonna say like Caden's age, right, when she becomes like an adult. You know, first editions like no-brainers, right? Because everybody could pretty much I almost missed my exit. Can relate to like first edition, right? Because they say it's the first edition, you know. But when it comes to like, if you know, 20 years from now, you know, I don't know, like if I were to say black and white, she doesn't have any connections to black and white, right?
What's black and white?
Exactly. But if I say Sword and Shield, she knows Sword and Shield. See what I'm saying? But if I say first edition, Caden, what do you think? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. So does that make sense? And what I'm saying is that, you know, Eevee's is such a big name, just like Pikachu, right?
Yeah. Pikachu.
So if you say, yeah, I have a Pikachu like first edition, right? People will get it. People will want that. They understand that, you know, and or even any first edition, to be honest with you. And in 20 years from now, good luck trying to find a raw card, right? In good condition. A Jungle Eevee first edition, raw. Jeez. Okay, chill out. So hopefully that makes sense. And I bought it not really for me, but really for them when they grow up, when they get older, right? That, you know, the value will be there. And we have like I have like a slab binder, and it's full of just PSA 9, you know, EV Jungle First Editions. So if you don't see any out in the market, it's most likely because I'm buying them up right now. And I'm not trying to like bring the value up or anything. I don't even care if it goes down to $20. I'll buy them up. The prices go down on those things, right?
Then you just buy,
Then I just keep buying more and more, right?
more because they're gonna go up.
Well, maybe not, you know. But the fact that I could say I have a PSA 9, right? PSA 10s are actually pretty, I wouldn't say low, but I wouldn't say low, but there's a good amount out there. We have some PSA 10s. But I think the hobby is only going to grow bigger and bigger. And there's going to be much more demand, right? Now, it's possible people could still grade. You know, they may have some, you know, raw cards. They may want to grade it. Sure, the popular, you know, the pop number is going to go up. But in my opinion, I think the demand will be much higher than how many is going to be out there in 20 years, in my opinion. What up, Inked? PSO rolls the same. PSA 9s are good investments in general because they are usually cheaper than raw. You know, you are getting a decent copy. Exactly, rolls, exactly. And that's my whole point is I feel like these vintage cards, right?
You're unbanned.
Yeah, Caden says you're unbanned. These vintage cards, especially the first edition ones, will still be relevant 20 years from now. But I do feel like the old, like anything after, right? I don't know. Let's say I'm just not trying to pick on black and white. I'm not trying to pick on any other ones. But like the folks in 20 years from now are not going to have any connections. Now, there's going to be some folks out there. I'm not saying there's not going to be, but I feel like 20 years from now, there's going to be more people who are going to be connected to Sword and Shield than the other sets, is my point. Now, I'll still probably be alive, so yeah, I'll still buy like, black and white, whatever cards, but I'm just saying the younger, I think, collectors or investors that are going to be coming into the hobby will most likely, have more interest in Sword and Shield, in my opinion. Because now it's like they've grown up, Sword and Shield was around, especially Scarlet and Violet as well, right? And I don't know where most people are when it comes to like collecting. Maybe you're here for the short term, maybe you're here for the long term. I don't know, But for me, like, I'm going to be here for the long term. I think 20 years from now, will I still be collecting? Yes, absolutely. I will still be collecting. And I'm in the wrong lane. Gosh. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out. Don't live stream and drive. Yeah, just don't do it. Okay, I gotta turn here. Clear? Okay, cool. But yeah. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Is this all for the card show? I think so. It could be. It could be here for the card show. Oh yeah. I think it is. Look at all those people over there. Bunch of nerds like us. Just kidding.
What is the nerds?
Nothing. It's a joke. Nothing. Anyways, Killa, how's it going? Yes, Rolls, you are rehired. She said you were no longer banned.
Yeah.
You got unbanned. Look at all those nerds, yeah.
Die.
Actually, you know what?
No, I don't know.
I may need to end the stream in a bit. Well, soon enough, but yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. I will be for sure going to talk about. Eventually, Okay, just remember this live stream. I did say, okay, Inferno X English. I think we'll have plenty of better supply than before, for sure. Now, it could be wrong, but you heard it from me. There's a reason why I'm saying this, though. And I'll explain it later. I guess here's a hint. The letter starts with a T, and it ends with a K. Yeah. Anyways, so there's some correlation there. There's a reason why. And I said in my Discord, I said, just remember, maybe it's in my private channel, one of the private ones, but I said, just remember, Pokemon, it's still a business, right? They obviously have to run it like a company, and there's a lot of things into it when they're planning, especially a new set. So, if most of you may know what I'm talking about, right? So that's a huge hint right there. But yeah. So, come on, folks. Oh, are you serious? Dude, no, you're not going. Yeah, that driver thought that they could go. I'm like, dude, no.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Exactly. That's right. Lady, what are you doing? Are you going? No? Okay. You're just going to stand there looking cool? A little older lady. I'm not going to say she's like super old, but definitely a little bit older. 60s. Yeah, she looked like she was in her 60s for sure. I'm glad you said it, not me. Okay. Where is this place? Okay, we'll probably walk around anyways, and we'll find the card show. It is somewhere around here, but anyways, folks, that's it. I might live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific time.
How dare you?
Yeah, well, I can't. I have to stream, like, with you girls sleeping anyways. So hopefully this was more informative than anything else. And yeah.
Is it at that coffee shop?
It is not at the coffee shop. It is in there somewhere, though. I know that. All right, folks. I gotta find parking. There's a bunch of people here. I think they are all here for the card show. Oh, parking right there. Taking it. It's mine. All right, y'all. Have a great one. Hopefully, I will be on. If I am, I'll post it in the Discord and into the community, whatever you call it, community channel, whatever. So, all right. I will see you all later.
Rainbow like silver card. When it's like silver, but then it's all
yeah.
It's right there.
I know. Alright, I gotta park. I can't end the live stream.
What?
Because I'm trying to park.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, I am parked. Gonna go make some content.
1 second.
And I will see y'all later.
5 hours later.
5 hours later. Peace.
Can't find a place, so we'll leave.
No.
Yeah.